today's video is going to be basically me just kind of talking on a topic that is really close to my heart, just because I feel like the world that we live in is slowly getting worse and worse in different aspects. I can go into different categories with that, but what I'm really talking about is how we treat each other, basically. And just to make this a more kind world, a more kind place to just live. And I feel like not enough people talk about this, and not enough people are trying to implement this into their life. So it's just a topic that I'm super interested in and super just passionate about, that I just felt like talking about it today. So it's just not going to be anything too crazy. It's really just going to be me here talking. So I hope you guys will listen, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that, when I was really thinking about making this video, the first thing that kind of came into my mind is giving money to homeless people. And I briefly touched on this in my Get Ready With Me video. And I feel like this is something so near and dear to me personally, because I truly try to give homeless people, or anybody that I really see on the street, money if I have it. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, we all struggle. We are all not, well, at least I'm not always having money on me or money to give. But the moments that I have an extra $2, an extra dollar, or anything like that, I like to give it to anybody that I see. If I see them and I have it, I'm going to give it to them, because even if I'm struggling in that moment, I am not struggling as much as them. I have a roof over my head, and they're struggling to get their next meal. And that's how I see it as. So one instance that it just recently happened, and I was blown away, because I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I do give homeless people money pretty often. It's not a pretty rare thing for me to do. You can kind of ask any of my friends. If I see a homeless person and I have the money, I will give it to them. So it's not super rare for me to be giving a homeless person money. But on this instance, this really stuck so close to my heart, and it was an amazing experience that I wasn't really expecting that when I was doing it. But I was driving home, and I seen a homeless person when I was exiting the freeway, and I think I only gave him like $2-3 maybe, but like max $3. And that's like, it's not nothing, but it's nothing to me, if that makes sense. Like $3, like we can all scrap up $3, but to them that's like everything. And I wasn't really thinking about it so heavily. I was just like, oh, like let me get the money, and like I gave it to him. And as soon as I reached my hand out my window, like so that he could start coming towards my car, because there was too many cars in front of me, I couldn't like pull up to him. I've never seen a man sit there and get up so quickly, and not even in like a way where he was like devious about it or anything like that, just like super excited. And I handed him the money, and he looked at me and he was like, thank you so much. Like I feel like you can genuinely tell when somebody's being genuine, or they're just saying it just to say it, basically. And in the most genuine way, thanked me and said, God bless you. And I could just tell that he was having a very hard day. And I could tell that this was like the first time that he had gotten money, probably that day or in like a few days. Like I could just see his expression, see his body language, and I was amazed, because genuinely, when you give a homeless person money, they're gonna thank you. They're gonna say God bless. They're gonna say different things because they are thankful. I'm not saying that the other people that I gave money to are not thankful. They are. But just the way that this man's posture and facial expressions, I was just like, wow. Like that was like a moment where I was like, wow, I really made an impact on him. And I was just sitting in my car because the light was still red. And as my car started pulling up, because the light turned green at this point, so I was going to turn. As I was turning on the corner that he was sitting on, he was looking at my car, and I like looked over, and he was waving at me and said thank you again. Like I seen him mouth it. And as soon as I seen him do that, I was turning, and I started getting very teary-eyed and very emotional. And not emotional as in like hurt or anything like that, or anything like that, but just super not proud of myself, but like in that moment I just knew that he needed that and I was meant to give him that money, and it just made me super emotional and super thankful that I had the money on me. I just knew that he really needed it, and it was just a beautiful moment, and I started tearing up because it was beautiful, and I was just super happy that I was able to help him in the littlest way possible, but to him it was everything, and I could tell it all on his expression, and it was just a beautiful moment that I wanted to share with you guys. As soon as I went through it, I came home and I told my mom about it, and I was getting emotional talking about it, and telling her, and I got a little emotional talking about it now. It was just a very beautiful moment, and just because I helped him by giving him money, he helped me knowing that I am making a difference in this world and that I am helping as much as I can in any way that I can. And it was just a beautiful moment that I just wanted to share. And next, when I was thinking about this, I was actually at Starbucks when I was thinking about making this video, and I was using their Wi-Fi to update my phone and to do some other editing things. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how I've always wanted, when you go into a drive-thru, to pay for the person behind me. I've never done it, but I feel like it's a way to be kind in this world. You never know what anybody's going through financially. You never know if this is gonna be their last meal and they don't know what else they're gonna do. You just never know. And even if they're perfectly fine, they are perfectly capable of paying for their own meal, you could put a smile on their face. And it's just simple. I hope to do it one day because I just want to put a smile on somebody's face, but I have never done it. But if you think about it, it's something super simple that you could just do and help somebody out and just be kind for that split second. And to them, that could make their day. They could have had a terrible day. You paying for their, let's say you're at Starbucks in the drive-thru, you paying for their coffee could have made their whole entire day completely better. Like, you just never know. So that was one idea that I had that I will definitely do pretty soon, but I just haven't had the chance to, or in the moment I haven't thought about it. So I hope to do that, and I will share my experience with that if I remember to do that and I remember to share it, basically. I feel like one place that we're really quick to be negative and just very malicious because we're hidden behind a screen is social media. And it's not on any platform in specific, it's everywhere. It's everywhere on social media. It could be on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, anything. I feel like we're so quick to be negative and have negative comments before we'll even say anything positive. And I just don't know why. I don't know when we became like this. It's even with our own thoughts. We're quicker to say something negative about ourselves in our own heads than we'll say anything positive. And I just feel like that's very sad. And that's really what inspired this video. And I just don't understand it. And I'm trying to understand why we're quicker to say something negative about somebody than to say something positive. And I can't wrap my head around it. But something that I've been starting to do recently is on Instagram, I have been leaving comments. For some reason, before I didn't really comment unless it was like a close friend of mine. I wouldn't really comment on anybody's post, but I feel like when somebody comments something on my photo, it could be simple as like, wow, you're so pretty, anything. It makes me feel better. I mean, let's all be honest. If we're all getting these comments saying that we're pretty, you're gonna feel super good about yourself. So why don't we do that to everybody? And it's something that I've been starting to do recently, where I've just been commenting on, I wouldn't say every single post, but a good amount of posts now, and just giving them a compliment, saying something nice. Sometimes people ask questions in their captions, and I'll answer that. I've been trying to make Instagram a more positive place for me. And the way that I unfollowed anybody who really made me feel down about myself or anything like that. If it wasn't anything positive that I was getting from their account, I unfollowed them. And I feel like I was really it wasn't a negative space for me, but it wasn't positive either. I was just shamelessly going on Instagram and not really thinking about what it was feeding my mind. But now I make it a positive place, and I make it a positive space for me just to be in, basically, where I just spread positivity, and if anybody comments on mine, it makes me light up, and I just have been making the more positive surface a more positive place for me to be in. And I think that's beautiful, and I think it's really been helping my mindset a little bit, just because I've spread positivity and not negativity, which is easier for me to do. It's easier to be negative and be like, wow, why don't I look like that girl? Instead of being like, wow, you look so good. Like, it's, I don't understand it, and I've been trying to change my mindset on that, and I've been loving it, and I really recommend for you guys to do it. I'm not saying comment on everybody's post, but just spread positivity and just make it a more positive space for you to be in. Also, I feel like something that we've gotten really used to doing is when we see somebody, like let's say we're at the store and we're checking out, and the cashier will normally ask you how you're doing. And you'll just be like, I'm good, or I'm fine. And you'll normally say, how are you doing, or something of the sorts. At least once a day, somebody's asking you how your day is, and normally everybody just says, I'm good, I'm fine. And when you ask back, you're expecting, I'm good, I'm fine. It's become the new norm, basically. None of us really, even if we're having a bad day, we'll be like, I'm fine. But we never mean the I'm fine or I'm good. So I don't know why we say it, because I do it to this day, and I just don't understand why we're so quick just to say I'm good, I'm fine. So another way just to be more kind in this world is when you ask somebody how their day is, truly ask because you want to know and you want to listen to how their day is or how they're feeling. If they say I'm good, I'm fine, why don't you can tell in somebody's tone and how they're saying things, how they're truly feeling and how they truly feel on the inside. So if you see somebody, if you ask them how their day is and they say I'm good, but they don't really mean that I am good, why not be like, are you sure? Are you going through anything? Do you need to talk? I am here. And truly mean the question, because you want to ask it and you want to know the answer. You want to listen. And I feel like that's something that we all have gotten very just immune to, just saying I'm good, I'm fine, and not really expressing ourselves. So just be the person to ask and truly want to listen and truly be there for somebody, because it's something kind and just super little that we could do, and it's just simple, and to be more kind. And next, I feel like this is the simplest one, I feel like, in my opinion, is if you see somebody, girl, boy, whoever, on the street, and you think that they look good, or you think like you like their hair, you like something, let's just say, why don't we go up to the person and be like, wow, you're so beautiful, and just truly mean the compliment. And it doesn't have to be anything weird, it doesn't have to be anything more than just being like, you're so beautiful, I just wanted to let you know that today, I hope you have a great day, and that's it. None of us really do that, and I feel like anytime that I get a compliment, as in somebody calls me pretty or anything like that, I feel like I'm more quick to be like I'm more stumbled by it than just like being like, wow, thank you. Like, it gives me, I take a second to even say thank you because I'm thrown off by it. So why not just compliment more people so that it becomes a new normal to us? And I feel like complimenting people is just something super easy that we can all do, and it could be as simple as like, wow, I love your shirt today, or wow, I love your makeup, anything, and it just is spreading kindness into this earth. And I just, like I'm saying, I just really don't understand why we're so quick to spread negativity and not be kind to each other. Like, we all live in this world, we all live in the same planet, and why not be a kind, positive person in this life before being anything negative, anything like not good in this world? Like, I just don't understand it. And I hope you guys liked this kind of video of me just kind of talking and just kind of letting it off my mind. I kind of had some points that I had written down when I was thinking of filming this video, but definitely nothing where I was scripted to say anything like this. This is really truly from my heart, but I truly love talking about different subjects in this matter. So if you guys like this type of video, please let me know in the comments so that I can know that you guys want me to do more, because I would love to continue to do these more kind of sit down talk videos about certain topics that I truly am passionate about. And I would love to film these because these are honestly one of my favorite videos to film, just because I feel like these are videos that I like to watch personally, where you just kind of expand your mind and you could just kind of learn something, or you just take something from it. And I hope you guys take something from this. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments down below that you guys have. And if you guys are not subscribed, please click that red subscribe button. Again, if it's red, it means that you're not subscribed. And if you guys do want to turn on my post notifications, which basically will notify you anytime I post, it is that bell button right next to the subscribe button, and go ahead and click it and it'll basically notify you anytime I upload a video. I hope you guys have a great day, and just be more kind in this world, and have a great day, guys. Bye.